Flint's finest.
Yes, sir.
Goes all the way
810.
down to Alabama. What was the moment you knew you made the right decision?
Right away, really. When I took my visit down there, they kind of recruited me late in the process. Yeah, I took a visit to Alabama, and I really just fell in love with it. I fell in love with how the players was interacting with one another, the culture, history of the program, the prestige of the program, and just the opportunity to be able to bring a historic program back to the elite level. And they were kind of having, some back and forth years before we got there, and we just wanted to bring the program back to the promised land.
Right. Now, there's all this talk about Saban, about how much you guys lift, how much you sweat, how much you get yelled at, all the work. What do people not know about Alabama on the fun side of things, on the lighter side of things? Because if it was just a disaster all day long, nobody would go. So
exactly.
There's something y'all are doing that's enjoyable.
When you go there as a recruit, the energy just brings you in. If you go to a game, you feel the energy, you feel the love. Alabama football is everything in Tuscaloosa. There's no pro teams in Alabama, so you are like a pro team. It's just something about the history, just the campus. It's a beautiful campus. The players take care of each other. The players take pride in the history, donning the Crimson Tide. You take pride in just making the people before you, all that history proud. Your family, all the Alabama faithful, all the Alabama nation, man. It's amazing. So just to feel that, the energy on campus, it's fun, man. It's just super fun. Just being a player there, being a student there. Nightlife is cool. The daytime, walking to classes, going to the Ferg, the little spot where you get meals, and the bookstore, all that stuff, man. Just the life of Alabama, being in Tuscaloosa. The campus is amazing, incredible. The teachers, the professors, just all aspects. The tutors that I had, interaction with everybody that I dealt with on campus, man, it was always top of the line. I don't have nothing to say bad about none of my experiences there at Alabama.
By my count, 9 Alabama players, I believe, are at the Pro Bowl this year. Does it even surprise you anymore? Is it par for the course? Is it shocking? Does it make you proud?
Yeah, it makes me proud. Every single one of us, all 9 of us that's here, take pride in our school, take pride in Roll Tide. We say we're the best. And so just to be able to have 9 players here, it backs up that we're the best. And, I think we had most players on the roster start of the season, so that backs up we're the best. So we just want to try and be the top, and just so that we're all backing it up and just carrying the torch, man. It makes you proud to be a Crimson Tide alum.
Speaking of the best, we could list off a bunch of names, Alabama alumni who are at the running back position, but a little bird told me that Georgia was running back you, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's what they try to say, but they don't got the numbers to back it. They don't got the numbers to back it. You know what I mean? I respect Chubb, I respect Michelle, I respect Gurley, I respect all them boys that come through there, but they can't keep up, man. Not with the numbers we got since what, 09, It's just been back. So before me, it was Glenn Coffey, went like second round. I went first round. Trent went top 3. Eddie was rookie of the year, Pro Bowler, hit a few 1,000-yard seasons. Kenyon Drake, TJ Yeldon, Derrick Henry. You go down the line, what you want me to do? You know what I mean? Damian Harris, we got Najee Harris, he's still in college, but we just got him. They still coming in, you know what I mean? So Bama is RBU for sure.
Facts.
For sure.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Alabama, like you said, is known for their game day traditions. It is chaos. The campus shuts down. There's nothing else going on. So how does that differ from you getting ready for a professional game, whereas there's a lot going on now? It's a job now. This isn't the only thing in town. So what is your preparation like on game day once you wake up at that hotel from college to now?
Man, I just think in college, man, it was different. It's more team kind of oriented. Although the league is the same, but you kind of have your own routine. You know what I mean? You kind of have your own routine. I remember we used to wake up, eat breakfast. We used to go on a walk with Coach, around the little hotel. You know what I mean? We always used to do that. Came back, got ready, drive to the stadium. You get out, had a walk of champions. Get ready for the game.
Fans
you know what I mean?
clapping,
yeah,
screaming,
everywhere.
going
Thousands
nuts.
of fans everywhere. Even just driving, you just see. They know the buses are full of us. You know what I mean? So they going crazy. That was special about college. But even now, you wake up, have your hotel, drive to the game by yourself if you're home, just kind of do your own thing to get ready, you know what I mean? Then you're with your team, but I just think it's more a professional way to approach it. Both of them are special. Your preparation, you have your routines you go through. It changes once you get to the league, but man, you just love it. You just love to get ready for game day, love to get ready to perform and play the game that you love.
The league changes. year after year after year, and you've been here a minute now, having a whole lot of success, and you've earned all that. But what is something you would tell a rookie running back getting ready for the draft right now to prepare them for the NFL that you didn't realize you had to do until later?
Man, I would just tell them, man, just to work your butt off, man. Perfect your craft. Don't fall into like a particular role that a coach wants to put you. Like, obviously, if they want you to be in a role, you need to thrive in that role. You need to take advantage of that role. But just because they want you to be a certain type of player doesn't mean you can't enhance your entire game and work on your entire game. So when you do get the opportunity to shine, that you are prepared for it. You don't want to have the opportunity your opportunity to pop up on you, you not be prepared for it, because then that's the reason that they don't put you in, or they don't give you that role.
Sure.
So I would say just make sure that you develop your entire game, even though they might have you in one particular role. Control what you can control. There's a lot of things that'll be out of your hands that you can't control. So just focus on things you can control, because if you worry about the things you can't control, it'll drive you crazy. So I would just tell you just to work hard, always enhance your game, work on, as a running back, work on running routes, work on catching. If they want you to be an inside runner, you know what I mean, work on your agility to run outside, work on your speed to run outside, and thrive in your role currently. But when you have the opportunity to expand your role and expand your value to your team, you need to have all those areas of your game fluent and sharp so you can take advantage of it, and just control what you can control, man. Do those things and control what you can control.
The game advances year after year after year. Is there something that you tell Alabama guys when you go back, because this is a pretty tight brotherhood from what I understand?
Sure.
What about the things off the field, growing as a person? Because one thing about Alabama guys that any teammate will ever tell you is they're NFL ready on the field and off the field. So what is it about Bama, about the leadership, about the brotherhood, about the alumni, to where guys are always prepared?
Guys always came back, you know what I mean? And even more so now that I think 10 years from when I was playing, I think more guys are coming back. Just make sure you have a positive group of people around you, a positive support system, people who care about you and love you and don't want to leech off you. You know, you need to be around people that want to see you succeed, that want to see you take it to that next level. Anybody who is hindering you or stalling you from that, you kind of need to remove yourself from that situation. The number of guys that we go back and just show support and go and show love to that campus, you just pour into them things that you learn. You know, obviously I'm still learning, you know what I mean? But things that I've learned, successes that I've had, failures that I've had, you're just kind of transparent about those situations and transparent about issues that you had with the agent, or not being able to tell family members no about something, about people wanting money here and there, you know what I mean? Just learning, just sharing life lessons and successes, failures, things that you've learned to overcome. I think just pouring back into those young guys who are coming into the league, and young guys who are already in the league, I think preaching the game to them and sharing successes and failures with them will just continue to better the young guys coming into the league.
The state of college football is in an interesting place. A lot of guys sitting out bowl games, a lot of this transfer portal thing. Where do you stand? Is it players doing what's best for them? Is it selfishness? Is it open season? What's going on?
I don't think it's selfish. I think some guys, you know, the transfer is there for some guys to be able to do what's best for them, you know, get into a situation that is best for them. Every situation is different. Some might be selfish, some might be trying to go to a position like Jalen Hurts. You know, I think that was the ultimate way to handle something. He didn't leave immediately. He and Tua were great friends. They thrived together. Tua was injured. He came back in and saved the day, really.
Yeah.
He repaid the favor to Tua that Tua paid to him. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then the next year, he transferred to Oklahoma and has a great year. I think that was a perfect prime example of the transfer portal and doing things the right way. You know, so you know, he did what's best for him and he reaped the benefits of it. Tua will be a top-round quarterback and he'll get drafted too. They'll both get drafted. So I think that was a great example of how that could work in a positive light.
When you look back at Alabama, you accomplished just about anything that any running back ever could accomplish. But when you were a rookie and now you're basically hitting the reset button, what are those initial feelings of, I went to being the man to, I'm still nationally known, but I'm nobody again?
It's a new level, man. Just because you accomplish certain things in college and just because you got drafted to a certain position, that doesn't mean anything. If you get to this level and you don't produce and you don't show what you're capable of and you don't show promise, you're not gonna have a job. That's simple as that.
Right.
So it doesn't matter what you accomplish. So it's all about reestablishing yourself, earning the respect of your peers in your locker room, earning the respect and trust of your coaching staff. And that was the main thing for me, is just knowing that my teammates knew they could count on me, knowing that my coaches knew that they could trust and count on me. So that was something that I wanted to establish early. Once I felt that, like, you know, I had the support and the trust in my teammates. I was able to thrive, and they were able to support me, even though sometimes in my younger stages, my career wasn't always just, I ain't just take off and have 1,000 yards rushing, you know, my first 3 years, you know what I mean? It wasn't always, I had some injuries, you know, I had a certain role in the offense. Once I just got the trust and respect of my teammates, trust and respect of my coaches, I was able just to thrive, man, and that's what it's all about, man. Just the guys in the locker room I'm with, the guys on my team being able to trust me and believe in me. So, yeah, it doesn't matter about what you accomplish in college at all. When you get to the league, you got to be able to produce. You got to be able to show your promise. You got to be able to show your value to an organization on and off the field, and that's what I tried to do.
So Nick Saban has a stigma about him, but those from inside the locker room are always eager to talk about his comical side.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Can you test to that?
Man, he thinks he's a jokester for sure. You know what I mean? He's serious, and obviously he wants perfection. He demands it out of you, but at the same time, he'll be a jokester with you. He'll try and throw his little slick punches at you, slick jabs at you at team meeting. He'll try and throw a little joke around. So
now, can he take it too?
I don't think he can. I think he tries to dish it out, but if you give it back, you know what I mean. It's kind of like he pulled a Saban card on you. You know what I mean? No, I'm just playing. No, he think he funny though. He think he funny. He think he a jokester. He'll laugh and joke with you for sure, man. He's a good dude, man. Good person, great person. Somebody I'm still close to. I know if I need anything ever that I could reach out to him and he'll get back with me. And if I need something, I know he'll give all the resources I need in order to be able to get it. So, yeah, he's a huge supporter, always has a huge reason I am the person I am today, you know, being a father figure, a coach, all of that. So he's a great guy,
Whether you're on campus, whether you're in New Orleans, whether you're in Baltimore now, Alabama fans are everywhere. And is it true that Roll Tide is part of their language? Roll Tide
is the common language. We all know it. So if anybody Alabama sees anybody Alabama, like, you don't know what to say to somebody, if you don't know how to break the ice, you could always say Roll Tide. And right away,
it's open arms.
If you Alabama, you know, oh, Roll Tide. Like, you know, it's just a connection right away. Right. So it's just a way to, I think, like, break the ice. Like, if they don't, like, if I know some Alabama fans, like, and they might be shy to talk to me, they might say Roll Tide. I'd be like, oh, Roll Tide, what's up? You know what I mean? So, man, there's no wrong time to say Roll Tide. Like, they had the commercial. Dude was at the funeral, was like,
oh, yeah,
man, he had a great life, man. You know, he was amazing, man. Best brother. He was like, Roll Tide. You know what I mean?
It's beautiful.
It's just Roll Tide. You know what I mean? It's everywhere. You can't not use it in the wrong way unless you're trying to be negative. You know what I mean? Then we jump on you for that. But, you know, it's Roll Tide forever, man. We the best.
Appreciate your time, man.
Yeah, no, appreciate you having me, dog.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, bro. Yes, sir.
I got you.